Hello, everybody. So as you can hear some of the laughter, we have a studio full today with great people also. We got Morghan Shearon, the Board of Director for the House Youth Center, and Amy Bailey, the Board of Directors Fundraising Chair for the House Youth Center. And Shooters, you might know that place, the owner and also the Vic owner, Matt Kelly, joining us in the studio. Shooters is the official sponsor of Coldest Night of the Year. Matt jumped on board. Thank you, all three of you, for coming in today. How you doing?
Marvelous.
Awesome. Great
Marvelous,
to see,
thanks.
Great to see all you. It's great to see both of you again. Morghan, Amy, thank you so much. It's the 5th year in a row you were saying that you've done Coldest Night of the Year. What's that mean to both of you?
Well, it's huge. It's a big deal for us to be able to be around for 5 years and doing this. The thing about the Coldest Night of the Year walk is that they reach out to these nonprofit organizations and they give us an opportunity over 2 years to meet a $20,000 goal. If the organizations are not able to meet that, then they do move on. Because one of the great things about Coldest Night is that they do a lot of the work for us. So really all we have to do is get our community involved, plan a party, get our walkers and our captains and things like that, and then just kind of see how it goes. So we've been very fortunate to have surpassed our $20,000 and to be in our 5th year. So it really is a really big accomplishment for us.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Matt, you're a Amherstburg resident. You own one of the most known Amherstburg businesses, right? Shooters, everybody loves it. What's this mean to you to jump on board?
Well, honestly, born and raised in Amherstburg, along with my wife, Shelley. Also, our families all grew up in Amherstburg. And when I was in high school, I went to the House of Shalom, and it benefited me. I think Amherstburg is a unique, fantastic town with a lot of great people. So we're very fortunate to even be doing this and to have a business in this town. So we'd like to give back also.
Yeah. And Shooters, you're closing it down 7 till 10 for this?
7 till 10 o'clock is a private event, yes, for everybody from the coldest night of the year.
On February 22nd. Morghan, how are things looking so far with more groups joining this year? Is it exceeding expectations, or is it kind of where it should be, where it usually is?
So according to our stats from the last 5 years, we're actually ahead of our last 2 years where we are in funds, which is really good to know. So right now we're at 22% of our goal. We have $11,287 on the board. So we have 29 days left. This is usually when all of the money starts rolling in. On Tuesday, I get to see behind the scenes of the stats. We had about $900 roll in. Yesterday we had $630 roll in. So the teams are out there pushing for funds, and our board is looking good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And we've kind of learned over time to not stress. Like we start this as a committee back in November. So this is a long go from, November until the end of February. But we have learned over time that the majority of funds do come in kind of in your last month, right? It is hard to ask people for money at Christmas time. You got to let people get through the new year. So we work really heavily on sponsorships so that we can kind of get that stuff taken care of before the new year or early in the year, and that gives us an opportunity to then focus on getting team captains and getting walkers. So I mean that is a big push that we're trying to do now, right? So anybody who is interested or curious or want to be part of it, we need captains to sign up, and then those captains are going to put together teams, and then we want them to raise money. And it's pretty minimal, right? So adults, anybody 18 or over, it's $150 that you get sponsored. And for youth 17 and under, it's $75. So really attainable donations to ask for. I think it's tougher if you're like, hey, $500 a person, right? That's not so realistic. So going at $150 or $75 is what we believe and the organization believes is pretty realistic.
Very nice. When's the cutoff date for people to register?
So you can register actually day of an event. It's easier to do the day before because you have to sign a waiver. However, you have until March 31st to make your team goals. Oh. So the event day on the 22nd is a celebration of all of our efforts, and then teams have a month to reach their goals.
Very nice. So you give it a little time after?
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Matt, you do a lot, and this hearing from you means a lot to you. What does it mean for Shooters? How proud are you to jump on board for this?
Well, like you said, we are a well-known bar, and it took a lot of work and effort. And in saying that, we have a lot of followers. So I'd like to say it means a lot if you come out and help. It's not all. You guys are great partiers. You guys are great friends. You're great drinkers. Let's see how good you can walk and how you can raise some money for this event. That would make me very proud. and Amherstburg.
Yes, absolutely. How many people are you going to have walk in the shooters team?
Well, my goal is as many as possible. So last year I think we had 20, say. So triple that would be awesome. Yes.
Very nice.
So again, it's not just about to come out in the party that night. We need your donations. We need your help.
Yep.
The youth needs your help.
Yep.
And we all got kids, right? Like whether it's our own children or nieces or nephews, or they affect, I think, all of our lives, right? And I think that we can all agree that there is a problem out there, right, when it comes to our youth. And our being a teen is already hard, right? I mean, I think Matt and I have had the luxury of growing up in a world that was not full of technology. And it was hard back then being a teen, which is why the youth center really thrived, because Father Ware had recognized that there just needed to be a place for these kids to be. And especially kids that maybe aren't, on the athletic side of things and don't have teams and groups and don't have that community. But even for those kids who maybe feel those pressures in that athletic world, this is a little step back and a break for them to like maybe figure out other parts of who they are. So now you add, all of these TikToks and these Snapchats and these filters, and we live in such a false sense of reality.
Yes, negative.
Right. And it just makes our world so much harder for our youth to grow up in. And, I struggle as a parent. I've got 2 daughters, and it's been very hard to navigate through this world and have them have the self-confidence that they deserve, and to realize their beauty without a filter, or trying to be like somebody else, or being as thin as somebody else, or whatever it is. Right. So it affects all of us, and we don't want to see our kids on the streets, and we don't want to see them at the missions that they don't have to be in. Look at the encampments that are coming everywhere, right? So we want to try to get to our youth while we're young, and you're right, we're very fortunate in our town to have a gem like Shooters who's willing to support us and put their names behind us, and an organization like us, and people like Morghan and myself who fight daily to keep what we have alive, and for our community to like remember that we're here, because it's weird that it's like a little secret, right? People have gone and they've loved it, but then we don't share it. So we're trying to be like, hey, like, we're here, pay attention, because we know that you need us as a community, and we want to be here. So this is our way of like a walk like this is a big deal of just bringing people out and having fun, right? So when you just have fun, it's not always about whatever somebody might think it's about. Just come and be part of something, because there's a huge accomplishment and a lot of like gratification that you get from being in something like that.
I love that you touched on the technology side, right? Like social media. The house youth has always been so important, right? Like going back whenever, a group for people, right? And it might be more important than ever now, right? Like today's world, today's society, as you mentioned. So it's amazing that we still have this in Amherstburg. It's still going strong. And it's amazing that you're doing this coldest night of the year. So thank you to everything that the house has done. Thank you to everything that Shooters and the Vic has done. Thank you, all 3 of you, for joining me today here on the Berg, touching up on this. Looking forward to February 22nd. I think we got a group of 8 walking. We're going to try and pump those numbers up. What's the House Youth Center looking like for the 22nd? How many people are walking in that?
We got 58 walkers so far, and of course we're looking for more.
That's a lot.
Yes.
So we have 16 captains, right? So, I mean, it'd be nice to get more captains, because every captain's responsible for bringing a team in, right? And you just need somebody who's motivated enough to try to, get a few people on board to do that. So captains, walkers, volunteers, there's lots of ways, right? And maybe if you can't participate in the day, your opportunity to be involved is to donate to somebody, right? Minimum of a $20 donation is going to get you a tax receipt. Everything is done online. So here's where technology works for us. It is all done online, electronically. You instantly get your tax receipt emailed to you. I think every year I probably get like 8 even sent to myself, right? Because I'll just kind of, I might donate $20 or $30 myself, or people will give me cash because they don't care about the tax receipts. Well, I'll take the tax receipt. So, there's ways to kind of work around, getting those donations and stuff in. But I mean, captains, walkers, volunteers, sponsors, even if you're a business, right? And we haven't approached you yet, and it's something that you're looking to do, we would love to have you on board. And I think the more community support that we have, the more people talk about it, and, that helps us grow.
Yeah, I think it's also important to note the volunteer aspect of the event. It takes about 45 volunteers to run the event day. We have 2 amazing volunteer coordinators on our committee, Tyler Clooney and Sarah Wilson, who recruit again, 45, 50 volunteers, youth. We have our Amherstburg Firefighters Association that kick in to help volunteer as well, cook chili. So if you want to give back, you don't have the funds to donate, you can always donate your time.
Yeah. Amherstburg, come together, right?
Yes.
I love it. And the businesses and whatnot, support local. I can't thank all three of you enough for what you do and joining me today here on the Berg talking about it. The website, really quick, just want to cnoy.org or .com?
.org/Amherstburg.
/Amherstburg. Please donate. Even better, get a team out, get some exercise, have fun.
Can we still say something else?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, you might hear me whispering in the background.
That's all right.
So, just so like a little bit of logistics, and then just to promote one other thing that goes with the event.
Absolutely.
We think we're pretty clever in how we're trying to do this because we want it to be something that's really fun. So, event day itself, registration starts at 4. The walk starts at 5 o'clock. You've got your 2K walk, your 5K walk. We all meet at the house. So where the nurse practitioner's clinic, as the old St. Bernard's, is where our location is. When you come back from the walk, this is where Amherstburg Fire Association, they have chili that they serve us. We've actually got a photo booth out there. We've got a stage and a DJ. And then once all of that event is done, that is where we are fortunate enough to go back to Shooters and have the private event from 7 until 10 o'clock. So we really try to make it a whole day event. We recognized in the first couple of years in doing this that when the walk ended, you're just like, so now what do I do? It's only 7:30 and it's a Saturday night, right? So
Still got energy.
that's right, you do, and you want to go somewhere. So I mean, now we get to go somewhere that's got parking and food and drinks and warmth, and you get to keep the celebration going, which is pretty awesome. And then we've got a really great partnership with GL Heritage as well. We rolled out some years ago. Matt is rocking both, by the way. We can't see it, but he's rocking a Coldest Night of the Year hat and a GL Heritage sweater. Right. So on February the 7th, we are doing what we have called a So-Cold Social. So this allows us an opportunity to get together with our sponsors and our walkers, in conjunction with GL, to just really celebrate what we've been working towards. And for people who are maybe looking for a little extra motivation, they haven't met their goals, we can talk and just collaborate and whatever it is, right? Weather permitting, there'll be outdoor bonfires, and we do have food and stuff there, and we do a little something for all of our walkers and sponsors as a thank you from us on the night of the event. So that event is open to everybody. So if you're not walking, maybe you'll be somebody that donates to us, or maybe you're like, heck, I'm going to sign up right now because I want to be part of this. This looks like a lot of fun. So there's lots of opportunities.
Spread the word, Amherstburg, because this is a great thing. Plus, like I said, I think the most fun part is going to be walking together with a team, right? I think anyways, donating and walking, can't ask for anything better than a night of fun. So
right. There's music along the road. Like we've got route marshals. We ask them to bring little speakers. We've got on the 5K walk at the halfway point, we've got Chris Gibb and Sean Sinisak that are rest stop sponsors. They're always a hoot out there. We've got a photographer that goes around. I mean, we really do try to think of all of it to make it a really good, fun, and cohesive event.
Well, I'm very excited. This is going to be my first time. I'm very excited for it.
Good. We're excited to have you.
Awesome. Thank you, all three of you, so much. I know I've said it. This is the third time, whatever the case may be. No, it's great. I love it. Something nice like this, and businesses support local. Obviously, businesses jump on and sponsor and donate and whatnot. So thank you, all three of you, what you do.
It's a good cause. Thank you, Spencer.
Thanks, Spencer.
Thank you.